Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's poppin'? All right. So first of all, I'm just gonna make sure we get in all the sound for the game. Not really. All right. Not really sure why I can't hear game sound. Okay. I think I've been able to fix that to some extent. All right. So we got at least one game sound coming through. Um, double screen guy. All right. So second screen. That's now been sorted out. Now let's get into the game. Let's get into the game for real. So what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Welcome to another amazing day. It's your boy Tony at Fire, and today I'm gonna be taking you through the NPL. What's up? We got so many different amazing teams right here with us, and of course, they need no introduction, and they're going to be giving us a huge spectacle. I'm just going to open up this double screen so you can see the map on the other end right there. You can take a look at all this wonderful different teams. You got the boys from 21 not so far away from EXO right there. Guys, I cannot show my camera today. I haven't been showing my camera for a while. I had in the past, while I was showing my camera, I had gotten a desktop, right? I had gotten myself a desktop, and because I had a desktop, I was able to do a lot more stuff, which is the dual screen and all that stuff. But something happened to the motherboard. The motherboard got fried. Yeah, so new desktop, the motherboard got fried. So it was obviously like a factory defect or something like that. So I had to return it. They're building a new one for me, and they're gonna send it back. So it means that for a while, I cannot use, yeah, there's a limitation on what I can do. But all that's going to be fixed in the meantime, and I'm also trying to get a backup. All right, so while I'm trying to do all those upgrades, but now I'm going to focus on delivering huge quality for you guys, which is focus on the game, all the extra shenanigans of showing my face and all of that stuff. I can't do that for now, but at least we can show the game as well as we can. All right, so let's take a look at it right now. We already see some action going down between the EXO boys right here, as we got Kunai. I do believe it's Kunai getting a knock onto one of the players from 21 right there. Right now 21 has lost a kill, and they're down to just the rest of the boys right there. Pharaoh, Daddy, and Weezy. Does look like Pharaoh is going to be backing away from that one as he is on his heels away from Kunai and his boys. They got two players right there, and Pharaoh making a wise decision. Of course, he does have the experience in this kind of things, and making a call to just move away from that particular fight. GG's to him making a right call right there as he does decide to back out of that one. We're just going to take a look at the map and see where several different teams are currently situated. Actually, do see the guys from SDZ all the way right there at Zaki. Can you imagine? I now had two maps open. All right, we do see the guys from SDZ all the way at Zaki. We do see the guys from No Gaming sitting at Pochinki. All right, the guys from No Gaming at Pochinki. DT is all the way at Novo. We got TP at Milta. as they always are. We got CLS at Novo. We got the guys from Upper Six all the way at Yasnaya. There's no UA with them today. We got Vibe Gaming sitting all the way at School. We got No Gaming at Pochinki. Okay, I've already mentioned that. We got S7 at Ferry Pier. We got AFL at Godcar. We got Syndicate sitting just, I do believe that's West Georgia Port. We got Unknown Soldiers as well sitting in that South Georgia Port as well. And on the North Georgia Port, we have the boys from O3. All right, so it is going to be a large spectacle coming in from all these teams. You can already see that map edging towards that center right there. Several different teams are already making the rotations. As you can see on the left side, the boys from 21 already making a move, trying to cross the bridge and head into that zone as quickly as they can. So we're just going to stay with them as well as the other teams who are already rotating. They're not too far away from the boys from S7, so we might see a fight coming down between the two teams. Might be an altercation between these two teams right here as they're really close to each other right about now. We might see something going down. It does look like the boys from S7 just somehow just rotate away in front of them, and there's nothing going to happen in that particular one. Everyone just finding a spot for themselves. Alright, what's up guys? If you're just joining the stream for the first time, do remember to hit that like and smash that subscribe. Let's get it going. Share the stream out to as much people as possible. Let's get things going. What's up, Diva? Thanks. I see you right there. Rizu Bolt says 03 all the way. 03 all the way. Nice one for supporting your team. Do give a shout out to your team as much as possible. Yeah. Welcome to the Super Weekend, day one. I'm going to be your host for this weekend. Alright, next week, most likely it's going to be Enigma. I believe you guys have been having fun with MK. It's been fun so far. Guys, share out the stream to as much groups as possible. Let's get this going. Let's get this rolling. I'm just sharing out the stream to more groups, get more people to come in and join us in the fun. Okay, do remember to hit those likes. Let's get those likes up. But I'm gonna try and take a look at the map again. Let's try to stay with several different teams who are making the rotations into that zone. I do see the boys from Unknown Soldiers. We might not be too far away from No Gaming, and we want to, as much as possible, stay quite close to a lot of teams, as several different teams are trying to make their way into that zone. It was just with Unknown Soldiers, the boys from Old Guards as well. As you can see in that map, things are getting really interesting. Things are about to change now. This is where things now begin to get exciting. A lot of those teams are still situated within that zone, so it's not panic moment yet. For now, I mean, they can literally just find their spot. I'm going to keep an eye on the boys from FST, or not too far away from SDZ as well. I might see an altercation coming down between the two teams right there. The boys from Syndicate also have a scout who is out and about trying to look for several different spots around, but there really isn't much to work with. Comes scouting around that location where no gaming is currently at. You can see trying to look for a spot for himself. Ooh, but right there, while Jude was away, he did lose two members of his clan. Members of his clan to the boys from O3 as they did push up. But some O3 put in one right there. It does look like we also do have a fight coming down between the boys from 21 and EXO. Remember the boys from EXO were the ones who had taken down a couple of their players, or one of the player right there at Pochinki. Sorry, I said at Pochinki, at military base. And right now it's just left with Ghost, who does decide it's better off to just go into that blue. Continuing now heading into the zone as Kunai has currently got him taken down, so Ghost is just going to walk away from that one. Kunai gets sent back into the lobby. We do see the boys from DT as well, not too far away from Old Guards, and Lala and his boys already begin the fight right there. Lala gets a knock onto Archer. Boys from DT just scouting around, trying to find a position. They lose one member. Look like they're most likely gonna pull away from that one. Syndicate's AJ, the last one for his team. Still not too far away from the boys from No Gaming. Not sure the boys from No Gaming are going to be pushing up onto that one. But we will keep an eye on that. There's so much potential fights that could come in at any particular moment. But we're going to try as much as possible. See if we can stay with the boys from No Gaming. Have got unknown soldiers. AJ doesn't look like he wants to just get out of that spot. Or actually, he's parking his car. So far right now, as you can see, the map soon be closing in, and this is where things are now going to get interesting. It's all down to who has the zone at this particular point in time. We just see the boys from AFL holding that region around Pochinki. S7, TP. All these clans have got a lot of buildings to work with. can see with that zone shift, a lot of teams have got to get into their vehicles and start rotating in. You see the boys from CLS now beginning to make the move. Vibe Gaming as well. We're going to keep an eye on all of these guys as they're rotating in. You just see Ayo already hopping into his vehicle, trying to make that move. I'm going to keep an eye onto the boys from TP, who might be getting really pushed by the boys from CLS. It is Manny who's leading that charge. Obviously haven't noticed that steroid, and the boys might be there. You can already see them taking on shots right there. Not been able to get a knock, but it looks like we're going to be seeing an all-out fight as Manny does come out for the vehicle. He's holding a grenade, about to throw it down the region where Steroid is at. Steroid just leaves that position, trying as much as possible to avoid it. Now you're beginning to see things getting leaked up right here in the NPL. It is CLS versus TP. And Manny hops into his vehicle. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. If he is deciding to rotate away or get another angle, but that's exactly what he does. You can see Steroids as well, trying to make that same move. The boys from TP trying to hold that good angle. It's all down to who gets the first knock. You see Heisey has an angle right there. He throws in the nade. Doesn't do much damage onto the boys from TP. And who is going to get in that first knock? There might be a third-party element coming into this fight right here as I see a vehicle driving around. I'm not sure exactly who that is. I do believe it is boys from Upper 6. I'm providing that third party element. You do see Steroids nades going into that location where Isaac is at. He moves away, not done any damage yet. Steroids throwing in that nade as well again, backing up a little bit. Have a potential fight coming down between the boys from 03. O3 and Vibe Gaming on the other side. We're going to try and keep an eye onto this one as well. It does look like Vibe Gaming is making that push onto that location. They do get a confirmation right there to the boys from O3. Nexus trying as much as possible to stay alive. Right now we're watching on two fights. Nexus get a knock. Felzy had already thrown that nade. For 03. Trying to stay alive in this one. They're getting third-partied right there from the boys from Citizens. Prime Gaming themselves now need to make the move into that zone. You see the boys from CLS and TP still dancing around each other. Pretty much of those backed out right about now, but now the boys from Vibe Gaming are getting tagged up by Citizens. We're still going to try and keep an eye onto this fight between TP and the boys from CLS. So many potential fights in this region, but there's a lot of building, so it's very difficult for them to make that final push. I'm not sure what's going to be happening, but we do see on this other side, TP Shad finally getting taken down. It's going to most likely just that way. Insane getting a knock right there onto one of the players from CLS, and now they're now beginning to trade blows finally after dancing around each other for quite a while. Steroids moving in close onto that position where they are currently at. This is Derry trying to hold Steroids back. And you Psycho getting taken down as well. They was trying to do it for the team, but Derry's still holding them up. I'm going taken down. Daryl's trying to heal up right now. And he's making that move to that location where Steroids is currently at. Steroids goes down. Goes from CLS holding their own in this one, making their push now onto the remaining two players from TP, Shad, and Insane. Things pretty much just waiting right there for them to come in. We see the boys from Old Guards and Citizens as well. Listening to a fight. Citizens have lost two players right there, so it does look like they did. That happened while they were making the rotations into that zone. Go back and stick to this one. See what happens. Chad has currently got him taken down, and you can see right there, Derry getting that final knock, taking out the last player right there. Now we can go on to several other fights happening. Okay. We got boys from Old Guards, we got Citizens. Who are down to the last guy that are trying to make the rotations into that zone. There's so much fights happening at every single corner that I literally need the full screen on, full time, to be able to capture everything. Alright, so you got the boys from S7, you got Old Guards. We're all outside. Sure. Oh, there's so much fights going down. Soldiers have one player who's been gone down. Well, the fights with the boys from the AFL. So now down to this Prophet. They're trying to heal the boys from Vibe Gaming. I've got some moving to the zone 2. So much happening that at the same time that it's so difficult to capture everything. S7 getting taken out right there by the zone. Injured the last one for his team, trying to get Lala back up. To the boys from No Gaming sending out shots. They've got a bit of that zone to work with. Vibe Gaming is still putting in the work to several different teams around. Now now see the boys from upper 6 trying to head into that zone. But getting really shut off. Several different teams. Right with his vehicle. Into that zone not too far away. Oh, Deji gets gone down. Upper 6 in a whole lot of trouble. The boys from CLS on the other hand have managed to get the full team into that zone. There's craziness at every single corner. So goes. Oh, look at that! Once we changed it to him, once we changed it to Ghost, he got grenaded. All right, maybe right about now we could have some calm. Okay, maybe, just maybe. Let's take a look at it from an aerial view. Okay. Got the boys from CLS who've got a full squad. Okay, we got No Gaming on this other side who have 3 players. Okay, we got Vibe Gaming on that end. Everyone is battling. Get the winner chicken. Alright, who's gonna get the winner chicken dinner right here? You got the boys from DT sitting down with 1 player. You got upper 6 Surge 1 as well. This one of the players right here. You can see Ifu getting taken down right there by the boys from Vibe Gaming. Teammates are trying as much as possible to smoke and see if they can get that res. In the vehicle, Emperor's trying to make that move. Might just be able to make that rest of Vibe Gaming and a whole lot of trouble. You can see Ayo trying to get into that zone. And just in a nick of time right there, Ayo does get taken down. Upper 6 Surge still alive in this one. And as you can see, the boys from No Gaming are currently in a whole lot of trouble as they get sent out of the game. CLS looking quite strong in this one. You can see Butch trying to make that move onto that position where Sub is currently at. So right there becomes feasible and boom, gets sent out of the game. Right about now is now left with Senior Boy up against the full squad right there from CLS, and CLS who have been battling it out throughout the game. Finally grab from that winner chicken dinner right there. Really amazing, crazy game from the start right here. So much violence from beginning to the end. But great stuff coming in from these teams right about now. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back for some more action in a bit. So don't go nowhere. Fasten your seatbelts. We're just getting started. All right, let's take some adverts from our sponsors and we'll be right back for some more action. I'll see you soon. Okay. Right here, we're back for some more action right now, and already just as they land, the boys from O3 are in the action right here as they are currently on ground with the boys from Syndicates getting into it. All right, it does look like one of the boys from Syndicates have already taken it down. Let's go into that double screen mode right there. You see that on the other end, one of the players from O3 as well has gotten knocked down. The boys from Syndicates currently fighting back, trying to hold their own right there as Jude gets that confirmation onto the player right there from O3. Does look like on the other end we do have the boys from CLS and Vibe Gaming going at each other. All right, the boys from Vibe Gaming lose 2 players in that particular one. All right, Syndicates is still in this fight, but the boys from EXO are pulling in. As you can see, it is Ghost might be rushing into this fight. Up the map, take a look at the right here. Kunai is really close to someone. Got 3 teams within this vicinity. All right, we got the boys from EXO. We got O3. We got Syndicates. Curious to see who actually walks out of this sticky situation right here. Who is going to survive this onslaught that might be about to happen. Choco and his boys might be getting pushed right there by the guys from EXO. And Cole, you can already see that nade popping up onto that position where Nexus is at. Nexus just trying as much as possible to see if he can backtrack away from that position and head back into his teammates. Everyone's just waiting for that next move. And there's nothing that Ghost can do but just watch from the other end. That's Nexus and his boys do take down 2 players from EXO. 9 and 77 band now getting taken down. Who pulls up onto that location where the boys from Syndicates are at. And the boys from EXO just giving them some extra kills right there. As now the boys from O3 can turn their attention right to the boys from Syndicate. It's still going to be a 3v3 as both squads have lost one man. Right now, how Jude and his boys going to take on this fight right here. Who's going to be walking away this particular one? Who going to walk away as the Kings of Painan? You know, already around here just a few moments ago, the boys from EXO got taken out, and they're no joke of a clan, obviously. They're a big clan. They're no pushover. Be able to take out the big boys like EXO. You obviously had to pull in your weight, and that's exactly what Nexus and his boys did. Nexus right there. Take on shots onto that, where Jude currently at. While this is going on, gonna take a look at the unknown soldiers and AFL fight that may also all be going on. Gonna try to stick to that one. Sometimes this fights might just tend to drag on for too long, so we're just gonna keep an eye on to the boys from unknown soldiers who are not too far away from AFL as well. On the other end, we got Syndicate and O3. And we'll see where the action is going to be happening between these two teams. We got Genos watching Drake and his boys. It's all down to that one moment on who gets that first knock, starts to make that push. All right, so both parties are just holding it off, and that's exactly what Sandhawk sometimes does to you, especially in these moments like this. You know, just waiting for the action to begin, waiting for that moment. But the zone's definitely going to push at some particular moment in time, so you will have to take on those fights. But we'll just wait and see how things are going. As several different teams are already beginning to make the rotations into that zone, you can already see DLS making that move towards that center. You got the boys from Citizens as well, who are already getting into that zone. DT's coming in from that other northern side. They are uncontested right there by any team, so they can just continue rotating while other teams are just fighting it all the way towards that southern region. And right there, you can see Jude taking on shots onto the boys from 21 as they're making the rotations into that zone. Curious to see how this one actually play out. The boys from O3 and Syndicate sort of like just deciding to just, take things quite easy. Why do I feel like I'm gonna see something coming down between CLS and the boys from Citizens, the boys from CLS making those rotations? So the boys just they that particular. But on the other end, we might see the boys from FST now coming in right here. Ooh, but on the other end, we do have a fight coming down between CLS and No Gaming right there. Isaac and his boys getting into a fight. Beats gets taken down. Evil is down already. Derry is down, but Danny Brown's gonna be getting the revive right there, and it's all down to Guns 007 to try to keep his team alive in this game. But the third party coming in right there, I do believe it was from Citizens, taking Guns out and sending him back into the lobby. Much to just each other. They're still in their staring competition right here in Tainan. But right now, it does look like Nexus has decided to open things up as he does take down one of the players right there from Syndicate. It does look like Nexus might be making that push. He's already crossing over. He's got to get that heal. Might be making that push. Got in that heal. I'm making that turn. Nexus holding that nade. Do that nade connect. Doesn't. I don't know, man. Somehow these boys just have avoided fighting each other. Nice to see something going down between the two as Shaq does get taken out right there. And right now, with Nexus far away on the rotations, it's down to Choco to try to hold it down for them. Shaq does get lobbied, currently down. Joker gets taken down too. Well, Nexus far away. They're gonna be able to survive this. Finally taking on the fights. And Nexus do a 1v2 in this particular position. He's preparing himself. 1v3 actually. All right, we're heading towards those final moments within the zone. You can see several different teams have got to rotate in. The boys from CNS might be some trouble for the boys from Syndicate, but they just might. Sure how that's gonna play out. The boys from DT are not too far away from Unknown Soldiers, as well as the boys from Sidizens who are trying to get into that zone as well. Just gonna try and keep an eye on Sidizens and the boys from DT as well, because three teams might be taking on each other. We might see a strong fight coming down between them right there in that center of that zone. The boys from Citizen are pretty much just edging it, coming all the way from that northeastern region. Let's see how it does play out for these two teams. You can see Archer just trying to edge closer. Was that position where Unknown Soldiers is at, trying to see get a knock or two. How that goes. Archer was just stalking at this particular point in time. Genos is right there in front of him. To that position where Genos is at. To start getting a knock right there onto one of the players from Old Guard. right, the boys from Syndicate trying to get into that zone. Getting shut up right there as they do get sent out of the game right there by both the boys from Sidizens and FST. Maybe seeing the boys from AFL coming into that mix. FST might be getting themselves into some trouble as well. Everyone's not trying to get into that zone. That nade going into the position where Citizens are currently at. Citizens down to a 3-man squad. Now they're trying to make the rotations into that zone. It's 11 on top of the vehicle. Gotta find a way to drive in. EFL's trying to do the same. Everyone comes down right there, gets a knock. Hold up a position within that center. Everyone trying to battle it out. So many different teams around. Soldiers are in a very, very dangerous and sticky situation, trying to move into that zone. See right there, Josh, the last one. Oh God, as well, down to just Manga, trying to make his way in. Got Josh in front of him. Boys from AFL, just taking on shots to every single person, trying to make it into that zone. AT pretty much just playing spoiler right about now. Still got a full squad in this one. That zone. They're trying to swing me. Pretty much underneath the water, trying to swim me, but the boys from DT are pretty much just cleaning it up right there. What are you gonna choose? Suicidal mother. Choose his mother. Take a situation on their own. It's outside, making those focusing on that hill strat. Boys from AFL have got a 4-man squad in that zone. Pretty much just trying to hold their own for now. It isn't 11 is still inside the building. Yeah, tries to pull up to the position where Citizens is currently at. Just hold that edge right there. Right now we're down to Spurs. Sorry, we're down to players. Trying to make the move. Everyone gets taken down. Down to the last man. He gets one now. He gets two, and it was so close to taking the boys from AFL out. But now down to the dollars. There he is. Last one. Got the boys from AFL in front of him. Why did he not take that opportunity? There he gets sent out of the game, but here comes the boys from AFL coming up against the boys from Upper 6. And right there, ooh, currently stood outside. Prophet. Last one for his. Boys from Upper 6 are currently sending in Nathan to that position. Can Prophet survive this? Can he fight it out? Sending in them nades. They take out Wicked. Kind of healer, but the zone's against him. And that will be the end of the second game of the night. As the boys from Upper 6 do take that one home, getting them that winner chicken dinner. All right, exciting game so far. We have still got 2 more games to go for the night until call it night. All right, so guys, do come back for some more action in a couple of minutes. For now, let's take a look at some adverts from our sponsors, and I'll see you. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go into our third game of the night. We've seen some great action coming down from some of this team so far. Who do you guys think is going to take home this one? Who's going to grab that winner chicken dinner? All right, guys, we still got one more game after this. Remember to hit that like and smash that subscribe, and let's get into the action right here. We're gonna try as much as possible to keep an eye on this various fights. As you can see right there, several different teams are just looting away, trying as much as possible. Yeah, good loot. Got a bunch of exodus hopping onto vehicles. Possibly just trying to rotate away to look for loot. Goes down. Kunai is the last one left for his team. Guys, I just have to quickly get something. right, I'm back. All right, I can see right now that the boys from CP and Vibe Gaming are pretty much just going at each other. On the other hand, we do have boys from DT coming into the mix right here. Oh, Chris. Taking out Vibe Gaming, Jesus. Boys from Vibe Gaming pretty much just trying to retreat away from that position. Why gets tagged up by Archer right there. Vibe Gaming now down to the last guy. TP just pulling away from that particular one. Turn outside into that center. We've got a lot of team police around here. So just pacing around below some old guards. Everyone's trying to find their spot. The boys from Syndicates are making the rotation. All guards have found their spot. FST crossing through the bridge. Gonna head into that zone. It's a very dangerous time for a lot of these teams as we're going to very soon be heading towards that next zone. To the second zone. I do believe by the time they're getting into 4, that's when we're going to be seeing the onslaught going on between these teams. 3 is going to happen at any particular moment in time. Where you see Sexy right there taking on shots onto the boys from CLS. AG and his boys trying to head into that zone. I do believe they spotted the boys from upper 6 up. They spotted the boys, saw the boys from 03 at the breach. I'm deciding to be really careful about it, but here, we do have I believe 21 coming into this game as a 2-man squad trying to rotate into that zone. That's a couple of players right there, but right here we have the boys from FST and Citizens going at each other. And No Pain gets sent back into the lobby. FST losing 2 players right there, Kenzie and No Pain. All right. Everyone now beginning to have that spot within that zone. You see the boys from Syndicate. Syndicates have lost 2 players in this particular game. Let's hop on to them. Okay, no, they've not lost any player in this particular game, actually. It was the boys from FST who have lost 2 players in this particular game. 21 have lost 1 player, but they came into this game as a 2-man squad, so they're down to the final guy. 5 game in as well. Have lost a couple of players, and they're down to just Supremo. Right there on the other side of both some Citizens coming in and clearing out the boys from FST. Right now we're down to 15 teams right here within this lobby. You do see the boys from Citizens getting themselves 4 kills right there. And let's go. Taking a look at the zone right now, you can see that zone heading towards that region around Ruins and Godcar and Jojopo. Zone's about to make that shift, and it'll be all down to who has the next spot in that zone. Let's see how it goes. ET trying to make their way into that zone. You got the boys from Upper 6, you got the boys from O3, all situated within that zone. Now you can see that zone shift all the way around that region, around Hospital. Several different teams have got to make their way into that zone, and this is where the problem now will begin. A lot of these guys, you can see the boys from Citizens hopping into the vehicle. They might have an easy passage into that zone as their region is uncontested for now. O3 is also hopping into the vehicles and making their way in. I do believe the boys from Syndicate might find themselves in some trouble as there's several different teams around them, just in front of them. Boys from Old Guards rotating around the same region where Syndicates are rotating at. And one of the players right there from Old Guard does get taken down as Buddha is currently rocking the ground. Will the rest of the players from Old Guard be coming in? Protect their teammates. Doesn't look like Lala and the rest are pretty much just heading towards that zone. But they might have just been leaving one fight and heading to another. So many teams around. Lana now heading towards that region where the boys from Citizens are currently at. Steps out of the vehicle and trying as much as possible to stay alive, but the boys from Citizens sending back into the lobby. The guards are right now down to just the 1 player, down to just Ninja. I told you about how dangerous it could get at any particular point in time. We now see several different teams also trying to rotate as well. Again, you have the boys from Upper 6 making the rotations. AG and his boys just driving around the Hospital, trying to find a place to call their home. Oh, dangerous, tough times. We do see the boys from CLS getting into a fight as well. Vehicle gets blown up, several different players from Upper 6 and a whole lot of trouble. Emi trying to find a way to get to Surge. Somehow managed to get in. Outside that zone. AFL in some fights. I'm trying to switch them through the map, but I can't click on. Isaac pulls up into that position, and they do take out the boys from AFL, as you guys have just seen right there. Luckily, we cut that in action just in time. We still got about 14 teams left here in this lobby. The boys from O3 are still rocking a full team. Are down to just a one-player Ninja, and let's take a look and see where the zone's going to shift to, because a lot of these teams will be looking to make the rotations in right about now. I'm going to stick with the boys from No Gaming as well as CLS, as they do want to get into that zone as much as possible. The boys from O3 are already rocking a spot within that zone. They're looking quite comfortable. They might get into a skirmish with the boys from O3, and we might be seeing a fight going down. The boys from No Gaming putting up onto the building right there, as you can see, but they're not stopping. And Nexus not taking any chances right there, as they begin to send on shots onto the boys from No Gaming. They do come up close to that one player from Old Guards. No Gaming in a whole lot of trouble. They're trying to rotate away. They might have found themselves into some trouble right there with the boys from Sidizens. Syndicate trying to get into that zone. Spot the Ninja right there, and they take the Ninja out of the game. Boys from O3 sending on shots onto Syndicates. Right now we've got about 11 teams are currently in that zone. Alright, so with that zone chief, we will be seeing several different teams now begin to make their way into that 5th zone right now. You see the boys from S7, O3, all these various squads really close to each other. ET Chris is also trying to make his rotation into that zone, and it does get blown off by the boys from Citizen Gaming, who have been doing a lot of work so far. They got themselves 9 kills right here in this particular lobby. It's a very tough one for all these teams looking to make their way into that zone, just driving around that region where the boys from Citizens are currently situated at. Boys from CLS will be looking to make the move into that zone as well. Coming into a lot of problems as they do just drive through the boys from TP. Onto one of the players from Unknown Soldiers. It's a very tough one. There's 7 nobody. Coming up against the best of DT. That zone shift. Everyone's got to get into that zone. The boys from Syndicate are taking on shots onto the boys from 03. Syndicate are trying to battle their way, trying to make it into that zone. Bad man. Not getting to that zone. There was some Citizens moving and stumbling blocks. Citizens getting themselves 17 kills so far. They still got a 3-man squad. The boys from 03 currently sitting down on a 9 kills. They're also making their way into that zone right there. You do see Snitch coming up really close to 11. And 11 gets taken down. Right about now, the boys from Citizens are down to 2 men. With 3 pulling up onto this location. They go trying to get that revive. 7 trying to stay alive. We're down to 3 squads left in this lobby. Slim card is that 3rd man in the 3rd squad. Might prove to be the Trojan horse in this particular game. Right now we're coming up against in a 3v4. It is the boys from 03 sitting down with a 4-man squad coming up against the boys from Citizens. These 2 teams have been totally blasting things out right here. As you can see, those nades flying out and taking out one of the players from 03. It's all now down to who gets the next knock. 11 putting in the work right there. He gets another knock onto the boys from 03. Right now 03 are down to just the 2 players. It is Nexus, it is Choco. What can they do right here? 7 is still just spamming in those nades. 11 getting those confirmations right about now. But wait, what? 7 just named himself. 7 named himself. All right, but 11 put in the work right there and does get that win for the team. Citizens put in the work. Look at how many kills 11 had. 11 had 11 kills. Okay, I'm not making that up. I'm not trying to do any bond or anything like that. You can see right there, 11 with 11 kills right there. And the team totally grabbing themselves in that one, 24 kills with the winner chicken dinner. Mad stuff going down right here in the NPL. All right, guys, we still got one more match to go. Crazy action right here. I do believe it's going to be a Mirama match. Don't go nowhere. Do grab yourself a drink and we'll be right back for some more action. For now, let's take a look at some adverts from our sponsors. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Jeez.
All right, guys, we're down to our final game of the night right here in Miramar. And usually Miramar is one of those maps, starts off really slow. Okay, it starts off really slow. As you can see, shifting all the way towards that northeastern region. But several different teams are pretty much spaced out. If you zoom in, it looks like they're close, but when you zoom in, you actually see that they're actually not that close. Lost noise. But you have two teams. You got the boys from Syndicate and O3 again. It looks like these two teams usually just follow each other. Like they got it planned out, so they just keep on, landing within the same region. So we'll just wait and see how that one actually does play out for this, guys. Hope you guys have been enjoying the action right so far today. The boys from Citizens giving us a spectacle in that last match right there, as they did grab themselves 24 kills so far, with 11 getting 11 kills. All right there, really lovely gameplay coming in from them, as they did grab that winner chicken dinner with a huge amount of kills in that one. Ooh. Seeing that gameplay coming in from the boys from Citizens almost reminded me of the Wild Breed days. I am finding this spot so far. But the crazy thing is that usually in Miramar, you would wait it out and see if some action starts. Come around. No action. Usually you get like some early action coming down. Maybe two teams will land together, but they're not giving us any of those in this beginning. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it rhymes. So guys, if you haven't hit that like and you haven't hit that subscribe yet, do make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let's get those likes up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. All right. Boys from Syndicate hopping into the vehicle. Looking to make those rotations. Does look like Upper 6 and FST are already beginning to go at each other, as Kenzie does get taken down right there. I'm just going to turn around and take a look at Easy, who's around the boys from Upper 6 right now. He's going to get tagged up, and right there we have Key. Ooh, gets tagged up and taken down. But as he stands up to get that one, he also gets knocked down by Pop Smoke. Off. Kenzie currently down. Touch. right there. That finish, that player, the boy FST players to that particular fight. I'll be deciding to rotate into that zone. Just in our first zone. Zone's about to shift at any particular moment in time. Curious to see how that works out for several of these teams who are now trying to rotate into that zone. Opposite edge right here. For someone also just about to hop into the vehicles and start heading on as well. Aside some DT are heading towards that region where the boys from EXO are currently at Kunai and his boys. We see the boys from Syndicate not sending on shots onto the boys from Old Guard, who've not really had quite a wonderful day so far. It's been really tough for them. Right hand side, these boys from Sidizens trying to now making the rotations. TLS Roach and his boys heading into that zone. AFL trying to rotate into that CT Los Norris as well. Trying to head into that zone, but he does get taken down. Getting into a little skirmish right here with the boys from TP. Gaming, we've got a full-man squad not too far away from DT. We might be seeing a fight going down between these two. But Archer still doing some damage onto the boys from TP as well. This is where the main fight is at. Boys from DT and the boys. Right there. We'll just hold up with that zone. Hold down to the next shift before extremely dangerous. You can see Archer on the other side just sending on shots right there onto the boys from TP. I'm gonna be hopping into his vehicle. Does look like they want to crash that, they want to push that position. The boys from TP are currently situated. Shot getting a knock right there onto Storm. At that location where Shad is currently situated at. Trying to break down the rest of the players from T. Shad on steroids. Right, here we go. Archer not far away from the boys from T. I'm trying to send a nade into that position where Shad is going to be situated. He's able to evade it. But Sean gets gunned down right there by Archer. And right there, they're down to the last guy, and they do get taken out and sent back into the lobby. There was some DT winning that particular one in style and taking out the boys from TP. Sent back into the lobby right there. Right now, we do have 14 players left right here. Might be seeing a push coming in for the boys from EXO onto this position where DT is currently situated at. So we'll be keeping an eye on that and see how it does evolve. Right now, let's take a look at several different teams right now. Boys from DT sending on shots onto EXO. right here. We do have a fight coming down between the boys from Citizens and Upper Six. Upper Six is just down to Pop Smoke. It's a 3-way fight going down between No Gaming, Citizens, and the boys from Upper Six. But No Gaming winning that particular one. Now maybe the boys from Citizens might be able to turn the sights onto them. Does look like they're going to. But they have now gotten a knock, and usually this is about that moment where they decide to make the push. You can see Beggar already making that move onto that position where Beeps is at, and Beeps comes down and he does get taken down. No Game is now down to that final guy right there. They're down to just Guns, and Citizens continuing on the momentum that they had in the last game, and it does look like Guns is trying as much as possible to just leave this position, get out of the way of the boys from Citizens. Probably a wise decision to just leave that spot, rotate away. This is where things now begin to get interesting. Taken down right there. Somehow the boys from defense, let's get in this new fight again right here. Be sending niggas into the position. Nine gets gone down right there by the boys from Syndicate. So many several teams within that vicinity right there. The Archer trying to put a nade around that location where 7 is. Almost gone down right there. Plus from Syndicate down to 2 guys trying to get into that zone. Down to 1 guy right now, down to just Syndicate. Syndicate rotating into that zone. 7-7 band just sending him shots right there. So many different teams in that zone. And then coming in from the non-soldiers onto that position. They're pretty much just going at each other right now. Woo! Look at that, Nate. He just has insights onto two players right there from O3. Boys from CLS pretty much have done a lot of damage onto the boys from O3. Not just left with Jenos and Josh. They've got to get themselves into the zone as well. Citizens are still putting in the work in this game, but right there, as you have it, the boys from the who get taken out of the game, and Shot is down to the walk right there as he now begins to tap on right there onto the boys from CLS. As they now themselves get taken out of the game. O3 and the boys from Citizens have been putting in the work in this particular game. We do have the boys from Citizens as well getting into some action right here in the lobby. They're at it again, but Vibe Gaming is trying as much as possible to put in the work. Bego and the rest of the teammates are still holding it down. Still trying to fight it out. It's from Vibe Gaming. They'll see. Put in the work. It does get a knock onto the boys from Citizens. Citizens are now down to 2 teams, but there's a nade that's coming right there. Oh, that's a smoke. Now the boys from Citizens are down to just 11. Vibe Gaming, who have now gotten their res, is now pushing up onto that position where the boys from Citizens are at, and they know this is going to be a tough one for them. They'll be sending the shots right there onto the level. The level goes down right now. The boys from Citizens are down to just one player. Got themselves 8 kills right now. They're trying to pop in the smoke. Trying as much as possible to find on, but at the end of the day, they were taken out of the game. Alright, there. Alright, we're down to 2 teams right about now. There's the boys from FST and coming in with a 2-man squad in this final circle, and it's the boys from O3 finding themselves in this final circle again. They've got themselves 8 kills, remaining really consistent right there. Nexus and his boys. Right about now, Nexus, who's got himself 3 kills right now, going in for that finish against the boys from FST. Let's see a nade right there being held by one of the guys from FST, but Nexus goes down. It's now down to the teammates, sort of like trying to battle it out for the team from 03. And right about now, the boys from FST are giving them a run for their money. No pain in the rest are not holding back. They are trying to make sure as much as possible that they make the boys from 03 sweat and work for it. If they do get another knock onto one of the boys from 03 right about now, it may just turn the tide and be a win for the boys from FST. Is that how it's going to play out? Or will the boys from 03 step it up and finally clinch this one? You got Schnitt right there. You can't see no pain trying to get into that zone, but Schnitt stepping it up. He does get another knock, and right now, see the boys from 03 finishing this one up and getting themselves that winner chicken dinner. All right, guys, lovely gameplay coming from the boys from 03. FST right there didn't have the zone at the end of the game, and they not take that one home, or at least get the opportunity to get the 2v4 coming up against the boys from 03. They did try as much as possible to take Nexus down, but at the end of the day, the numbers were against them, the position was against them, the zone was against them, and they could not just put in the fights that they had going in. All right, guys, lovely gameplay coming in from every single team. We saw some action coming down from Sidizens, 03, FST, Vibe Gaming. It was a lovely day, and we'll catch you guys same time tomorrow for some more action going down here in the MPL Super Weekend. It's your boy Tony, aka Fire, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, now it's bye-bye.